This is why I struggle with the way we do education in the world. I genuinely believe that we take very young human beings and we force them into thinking there's a structural right way to do things and conforming to a right? Most people who are like, I don't know what I'm doing, it's because they subconsciously think there's a right way. The right way for every person listening right now is to take one thing from me, two from this person, one from that, two, and it's not taking for that, that is you. There are many things that I hear from the most successful, most happy people I know, and I'm like, yep. And there's other things I'm like, nope. And This world is struggling to be comfortable in their own skin. I actually believe, here's a wild one. I've been really working on this one in the lab. I'm about to put it out to the world a little bit. I actually believe that most people know what their passion is and what would make them happy. I believe most people talk themselves out of it because they think it's silly or they can't make money. And I keep telling people, video games was not a profession when I was growing up, but most of my friends were passionate, and almost all of them, if they just stayed the course into video games, would have made more money. The kids I grew up with would have made more money being a video game podcaster than an executive at a retail company, a lawyer. Like, I think it's a pretty profound point of view, and the reason I'm still sitting with it, and I know I just put it out there, and I've subtly put it out there in the past, I really want to keep working it in my brain, observing, reading emails and comments, but there's something there that feels right to me. I think people know. They just don't want to say that I want to sing because they think they have to be Beyonce. And my point is just sing and make $53,000 a year and live under $45,000 a year costs. But then you're happy because you're fucking singing. Yes, you do not have a private plane, but guess what? Most of the people I know on earth that have a private plane are miserable. So what the fuck are we talking about here? Right? And that is why I'm passionate. One of the struggles I have is my great passion is to redefine success as being content and happy. The problem I have with that is I'm financially successful. I try to remind people, but they don't believe it, that when I was doing the entrepreneur thing in the 80s and 90s, that was bad.
Bad for you.
Yes, it was that it wasn't gonna work out. I'm a loser, I'm bad at school, right? But I was so about my art that I had to do it anyway. So I've in a weird way lived the majority of my first 25 years on earth under the context of, I don't care, I'm just gonna do me. Later, it worked out for me. One, because I had the talent, but two, it's crazy to take photos. You know, I'm taking photos. Entrepreneurs weren't cool 30 years ago. They didn't have any status in culture like that. So that worked out. If you even deem that as working out, I can tell you right now, there's a lot of negative ramifications that a pure business person like myself has that comes along with notoriety. It's not all roses. I love it because I love people. But most people don't love people. Like, I need people. Like, I love people. Look what just happened with us. I'm at a very serious conference. I just got off stage. I knew this was in the air, you know, and you came up and said, hey. I'm like, if I don't say yes right now, then I'm not gonna have time to do this. And so he's gonna be disappointed. That's literally what just happened. I was like, fuck it, let's go. We walked through the fucking rain and we're sitting here right now. But I do that at scale. Like, I like the stranger on the bus. I like, and so, you know, I was born for this era. Not because I have gift of gab or I'm an entrepreneur, but because I really, genuinely love people.
The moment I started really digging your content was when I was hearing you really swear a lot and curse a lot on stage. In Sweden, you can curse how much you want. There's no censorship here. So just go fucking nuts if you want.
I love it. I did it. As you know, but I'm only good at being me. I hit the scene in the tech business world on stage in 2007, 8, 9.
I guess people have told you not to curse.
This is a big thing. I hit the scene in 2006, 7. Stop doing that. There is no reason in 2008 to do shit you hate. I'd never spoken. I was 32 years old. I didn't even think about being a personality. The wine show took me to a different place. I'm like, what? I'm a businessman. I'm like, okay, let me.
That was right after the YouTube show started.
I do my first talk, I think in 2007 or 8, I think 2007. First time on stage. It was like, I found my home. This is why I push people to try different things. I don't know what my passion is, Gary. Good, spend the next 3 years trying stuff. Take a cooking class, go skiing, play board games, drink wine, drink bourbon, drink sake, eat strawberries, get into sneakers. Like, you're not gonna know unless you try, right? So it's a fun, everyone's so upset and disappointed they don't know their passion. And I tell them, this is the best day of your life. You get to explore for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Just do a bunch of things. And so I found my home. I was like, oh my God, I'm great at this. Like, I knew it, because I suck at a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I know when I suck. I can't do anything. I can't even rollerblade or skateboard or ice skate or ski. Like, I know what it feels like to not be good at something, but I have very good hand-eye coordination. So I'm good at ping pong and darts. So I know good and bad. I did the stage and I'm like, I'm good at this. And I loved it. And so I start popping off and I'm getting booked.
Now we're in 2008, something?
Yep, 2008, 2009. And I'm getting a lot of emails before I had anybody represent my speaking saying, hey, you should stop cursing. Nobody will ever take you serious. Hey, you need to wear a suit on stage. Nobody will ever take you serious. And I just remember thinking, I don't want to be taken serious then. Like, I just don't want to do that. I'm okay with not making more money like everyone told me. Gary, you'll make so much more money speaking if you stop cursing. You fast forward 15 years later, now everyone's casual.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Last I saw somebody wear a suit today. I was like, that's nice. Like you know, I actually want to start wearing suits because I think it's like a counterculture move. You know, like, and so I'm not joking. By the way, I wore a nice suit to I wore a nice suit to a wedding 6 months ago. I'm like, this is nice. This feels nice. I'm like pocket square.
That's the way it was supposed to be. I think, you know, you were supposed to dress up. It wasn't supposed to be the normal.
And that's why I keep pushing the kids and even 50-year-olds. I'm like, you know what? What's supposed to be? What's supposed to be? Everything that's supposed to be changes anyway, right? Everything changes. Everything changes. And so you just got to be you. Going back to bring value to everybody, when I started seeing hundreds over the course of a year, not every day, 2 a day, 1 a day, 5 a day, 1 every 3 days. Just want to thank you. You read. I was this. I took this jump. I opened a restaurant for 2 years. I want you to know. And you know, when I'm reading it, I'm a bad reader too. I just want you to know, I'm about to hear like, it's a success. I just want you to know we shut down the restaurant yesterday. And I just want to tell you that I'm so happy I experienced it. And sometimes it's funny stuff. I realized it wasn't as much as what I wanted, or I'm just glad I did it for a year and I got it out of my system, or it made me realize I actually love law. I love that one.
Yeah.
It made me realize I loved being a doctor. I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after 2 years of not being a doctor and doing this artist thing, I can't wait to go back to my practice. And I'm like, this is awesome.
The grass wasn't greener.
The grass wasn't greener, or you appreciated something when you were away from it because you took it for granted. And so we just aren't curious enough. We don't explore enough. We don't draw outside the lines enough as humans. I always have all those things. And I'm very grateful for the fact that I live in a time where I can use modern technology to get out the things that I believe in and that it's caught a lot of people's attention.